Welcome, Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your July Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, let's see what's going on. Best messages coming out. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's get in here and see what's going on. Best message, best house. Have some Pluto coming out. Ooh, going straight into the 9th house with some Scorpion energy. That Pluto is talking about that transition. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. And doing it with some Scorpion energy. A lot of Scorpion energy going on. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. I'm not sure what's going on with this Scorpio, but I'm telling you, I've had a lot of Scorpion readings for that that energy going around. Going straight into the 9th house. 9th house of broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. This is like learning things, spiritually going where you feel you need to go, right? 9th house is great for that. Right? That quest for knowledge, wisdom, spiritual freedom, constantly seeking to expand your horizons. Could be through travel, education, right? However. Okay, so looking for something deep. This is the deeper understanding of things, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for something deep. Okay, so that deeper understanding. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. It also feels like you might be learning something secret that can transform the way you're thinking or the ways that you're moving or interacting. The beginning of the month is extra responsibility and putting on some hard work. There's a lot of stress that's going on. You might even feel like, you know what, I need this completed. So you might feel like I'm in this place where in my 9th house where, academically I want this completed. What I'm learning is becoming a little stressful. I'm using my inner resources, but feeling like there's a struggle. Might even feel a little lack of motivation to want to continue in the 9th house, right? But you know that overall there is going to be this like milestone. It feels like, there will be this freedom, this creativity that's coming from this situation where you're going to want to engage, right, with harmony and celebration. So, but it's almost like I'm wanting to get here. I feel like I am at the milestone. I just need to hit that, that place. So there is some, inspired action, and there's some inspiring things that are going on in the 9th house. It's just that it's so unpredictable that it's almost like to the point where it's like, is this ever going to transform? Is it ever going to end with the death card to the Pluto? Yes. Yes, because you know that there's a personal transformation that's going on. It's just trying to understand how this journey is really going to pull out, right? Like, how am I going to pull this off? Or is this really, going to work for me? Is this, am I learning enough? Is it too broad? Do I need to get more? Right? However it is. So it does feel like that you're very overcommitted to this situation. So you're just like to the point to where you're like, but I'm so overcommitted, I can't just leave now because I'm at the milestone. It would be reckless to do such a thing, but it causes so much, there could be some frustration, right? I do feel like there's some frustration to the situation. So it's like Spirit is saying, keep an open mind and let your adventurous spirit guide you, right? Just let it guide you. You know where you're going, right? You're pulling in a lot of magnetic energy, okay, for the situation. It's just that, look, you're a magnet right now. You're Scorpion energy. You have that magnet. You have that energy that's going. You're going to have that communication. You're going to be able to finish up the ninth house the way you need to move. It's just that personal growth is, it's so demanding, right? But you're like, I'm overcommitted to do this. Absolutely. Coming into the situation in the mid-month is saying that there's a lot of domineering and a lot of control over here. It might even feel like you might have somebody who's a little stubborn and a little hard to tolerate when it comes to this situation. Maybe they're trying to pull you into the ninth house in their own direction. You're like, no, 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 no. No, excuse me. I know where I'm going. I have the doors open. I'm just waiting for the overall. I'm going to find this purpose and I know what I'm doing, right? I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to get this done. I know where my spiritual journey is taking me. I have this, this wishful thinking. I don't really need you to tell me, where that's going, right? But I also feel like you're also pulling out restrictions from the situation as you're transforming, not allowing yourself to be too rigid on the situation or too reckless, right? You're staying on track. You're staying in that mainframe, right? Yeah, because you don't want to be misaligned in your values over here. So it's like everything you've planned, is working out and life and love is good, right? So you're definitely aligning yourself and putting yourself into this place of commitment and fulfillment, exactly where you want to be. There's that milestone again, right? Okay, so over here it says that you're definitely on this journey, right? And there's definitely all of this power and having this relationship with the universe. It's your inner calling as they're calling towards you for this judgment, for this new phase, for this awakening. It's going to be opening up your intuition. So you're going to be feeling very intuitive, feeling like there's a lot of different kinds of choices. And it says just make sure that you're using your discernment and, keeping your wisdom and your wits about you, but also using your intuition. Also, you might want to, feel like you're pulling back from other people. So you might even feel like you're sitting within a quiet power as you're watching your dreams come true, right? And wanting those dreams to come true for this world, right? So you're saying this is all about how I'm going to achieve what it is that I want, but I have to be aligned within the universe. A lot of you are definitely on this great awakening. Some kind of, it could even be a twin flame journey if you're looking for love and you're calling in your twin flame. They also go through a journey. It's kind of like the dark night of the soul journey, which actually has a lot of the same key points. You do have the star card coming in with the past coming in, reminiscing. And this is because through growth, it wants you to understand that you need to heal from your path to be able to grow. And so the last of the month, you're going to feel very, vulnerable. You're going to feel like things are coming through. There's going to be a lot of hidden features going on within this situation as dreams might be coming true. You might be having a lot of premonitions. A lot of fears and anxieties are being worked through at this time as you are trying to, not forget about the past, but release the past, forgive from your past as the past is coming up so it can be kind of whitewashed and kind of washed away. Okay? Because it's what it's trying to tell you is that you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your past. And in making you understand that the arguments that you had, the discords, the functions, the instability, the misfortune, the loss, everything was worth something. And that's a part of the growth, the understanding that all these things are what made you who you are today. Without these past events that are happening or the future events that will come, you will not be and grow into the person you are today or the person you'll be in the future, right? So you just got to imagine if you grew from all the past hurts and pains and all the good and happy things too, right? And we grew from those things, then we can only imagine that through the conflicts and also the love, right? And the nurturing and all the things that we've learned through our past, we wouldn't be who we are today. So you can only imagine what this awakening, what this enlightenment, what this spiritual journey to you is going to mean for your future. Because now you're going to be a different person in the future than you are today. So it's going to make way for a whole new you. So if your past made way to who you are today, just imagine who you're going to be tomorrow with all this growth, right? You're going to understand things. You're going to understand why I had abusive relationships, why there was bullies in my life, why these people hurt me, why all this conflict went on, why did these bad things happen? Because they built you strong. They built you who you are. They put in that love. They gave you the freedom. They gave you the love. This is, the Hierophant. It's making you understand that through growth, there is no, he has nothing over his head. She has nothing over her head. There's infinite ways of doing things, and that we're always growing and we're always changing. And we always level up in our commitments to ourselves and to other people. And that we find new approaches to what our spirituality is. And we're always growing. And if we're not growing, oh, heaven forbid. And you will know. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, you already know who you've met who has not grown. You already know who they are. And now when you take this, it's going to even be more wide opening. Like, dang, you're way, I knew you didn't grow, but I didn't realize you're so far away. But this always brings in the Wheel of Fortune. So stay on track. The wheel is moving for you. This is the turning point within your life, and it's also wiping away some of your karmics. As you're learning from the past, your karmics, it's going to also wipe away your karmics. As you're learning to forgive, as your best way, what is the best way to get rid of karma? Forgiveness. For those who hurt us, those bullies, people who did us wrong, best way, forgive. You'll find it through your spiritual path, though. Why? Because it's inevitable fate that you're going to run into this destiny, that you have these ups and downs, that everything in life is unpredictable. Why? Because you're going to feel like, you know what? I wouldn't be who I am today without these people, but I forgive them because you know what? They would need to figure out their own shit. Because we're all on a journey and it's hard. You know they're misaligned, but where they're misaligned, you're going to find that you're in complete peace and alignment. And in the end, after all the conflict and all the hard work and all the challenge of what you're going through now, Spirit says you will be in a higher connection to you and your higher self, and you'll have that peace within yourself, and you can plan for your future in such a different way. You are going to walk through this vortex, walk through this, being completely dancing with the universe and aligned, and you are going to quantum leap into the person you want to be. And it might just start with mindset, heart set, keeping your chakras aligned, and all of those things that you can have abundance for manifestation as you are manifesting things within your life for better opportunities to bring in prosperity. And remember, the prosperity always comes, though, from the powerful three within myself, mind, body, soul. So that's where they're putting you. And that's how it all starts, and that's where you're going, and that's what you're gaining. If you don't want to be here, then walk away from it. But like it said, you're already at a milestone. You've already put in too much work. Overcommitted enough to want to do so. The rewards are so high in the end, even though you feel all this frustration, pain, and all these things that come up. But just think of the rewards in the end. They say that, back when, just remember, guys, you used to always say that, old people are the wise people. Well, we always have to say, why was our grandparents the wiser ones? Probably because they went on these journeys. And then you say, well, that's not true. I haven't met some really, stubborn, non-ground. Well, maybe they didn't want to take the journey. It's your choice to want to grow. And if it's thrown to you to want to do such a thing, do it. Because it comes towards us. The more we study, it's kind of like, well, how do I get on this path? Study. Study the enlightenment. Study your spirituality. Tell the universe, I want to take this growth. But just remember what you're getting yourself into. It's not easy, right? Because you got to remember, you already had an awakening. That was like easy peasy, right? The alignment, oh my God, here we go. Soul journeys. I mean, guys, it could last up to 3 years, right? So, however, it depends. Depends. Everybody's journey is different, and it depends on what the universe has for you. Until next time, peace and love, and good luck on your journey. Bye bye.